Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. So, I want to talk about um, how important it is to have decent fighters and decent people around you in fight camp. In fight gyms. For example, the Lions Den, where I'm training out of now. We've got a variety of fighters now coming in and out of the Lions Den that are training alongside us. Some fantastic amateur boxers. And also now we have P Jardine and John Blank. These are my stable partners. These are my training partners. And we absolutely bounce off each other. John, you've got John, who's very similar to myself. Very sharp, very fast, very powerful. Always want to push forward. Always going to test us in sparring, always going to push us in training. Even though we're friends and brothers and we're pushing each other and we want each other to do the best, we're also competing against each other. That's how this works. If John gets in and does a combination, I want to get in and do that combination better. Pick will get in and do that combination better than the two of us. And this is how this works. We're still egging each other on, we're still rooting for each other, but we're always in competition against each other. But it's healthy competition. And this is how much it's important to have people like this training alongside you who are always going to push your ability. They're always going to push your fitness. It's like when me, John and Pick spar, it's fun, it's technical, we're pushing the pace, we're laughing and giggling, but we're catching each other with good shots, good strong shots. But the main thing is we're not there to kill each other. We're there to work off each other. Some of the best rounds I've had in a long time were against John Blank and Pick. P Jardine, very hard to hit, wonderful fighter, moves really well. I can't sing P Jardine's and John's Blank's, praises enough. The way they fight, the way they are, the mentality, the closeness that we've got. The three of us are very alike. The three of us have the same mindset where Raj is the days long. We are fucking mental, but we're always laughing and giggling. We know what we're capable of. And the three of us want to take over the bare knuckle scene. That's the main thing. I'm going to start with Pick. Pick's like the little brother I've never had. He's. I remember when I first met Pick a few years ago. So his coaches, the gym that he was at, the mall, has come down to spar at our mixed martial arts gym, and I was having to move around with a few of the lads, and Pick got in. And we were sparring, we were having a mess about, and he started to do this double punch, and he was showing off, and he really riled me up. He really did, and so I whipped my top off, and I just charged at him. I really pushed the pace. I sat on him. I dug deep, and I was digging some shots in because I thought, this little shit, and he was just laughing and giggling. He was the most raggest, gamest kid I've ever met in my life. Moving really well, touching his ankle and double punching me. I thought, this little fucker, Anyway, I ended up catching him, and he told me that I didn't know, but he told me that I broke his nose, but I broke my hand in the meantime on his fucking head. The picture after that spar, me and Pick cuddled, we moved on, we stayed in touch with the gym and all that, and then Pick's ended up coming down to the gym for certain reasons and ended up training with us, and I absolutely fell in love with his personality. I fell in love with him in an instant. Pick is not in a gay way, by the way. Pick is so much like me, but so different in so many ways. Different personality, different character. This is why I love him so much, because he's like that little brother that I've never had. He's just alive when he gets in the gym. No matter how he feels outside the gym, he could be having tough days, he could feel down, he could feel shitty. But as soon as he's in that gym and he's laced up, fucking hell, he comes alive. He comes alive. Pick's record is 12 or 13 and 0 in the bare knuckle in the white collar boxing. Now, when I say white collar boxing, the level that he fought at white collar boxing was immense. Go watch his fights. Type P Jardine in YouTube and watch that man fight. Before he got into the BKFC, I was telling everyone, Pick will be a champion. Pick will beat Kroll. Kroll was number one, and Pick got that fight. And Pick was a heavy underdog. And I says, listen, trust me, Pick's gonna fucking beat him. Pick is a tremendous fighter, tremendous boxer, moves unconventionally, moves really well. Fabulous boxer. Moving on to John Blank. John, a little bit shorter than me, but so fucking ferocious. so ferocious, so powerful, so faster. You know, his style's similar to mine, but a little bit different as well. You know, he likes to have his hands down. He's more menacing when he walks forward. Where I'm quite conventional. You know, he's menacing, walking forward, powerful, southpaw. You know, ferocious. He is ferocious. You know, John. I think John is going to make some major noise in the bare knuckle world. Absolutely, some major noise. You know, what a pleasure it has to have these two are training alongside me. You know, getting into the bare knuckle stuff. Honestly, it's God given. It really is. I can't stress enough how much having decent fighters, decent team around you. You know, and not only that, having a coach like Mark Downing. You know, our coach. You know, is a former pro. I think he might end up fighting again. Former pro, student of the game, still young. You know, and I've never been on the pads better. I've never been on the pads with anyone better. You know, Mark's knowledge around boxing and moving is fucking second to none. You know, what Mark does for us is it's pointless in working on the things that we're good at. He makes us feel extremely uncomfortable and he works at it. You know, he'll work at something that we're uncomfortable doing until we're comfortable doing it. You know, and that's a sign of a good coach for me. You know, every pad session that I do with Mark, he's shown me something that I'm very uncomfortable with. You know, I'll work on it for 2 or 3 rounds. You know, and by the next round, I'm doing it comfortable, and then he'll move on with the next uncomfortable thing. You know, look when I first got into the bare knuckle, there was a lot of people saying Venice is too easy to hit. Venice is too easy to hit. He won't go far. He's going to cut up. He's going to do this, going to do that. You know, look how hard I am to hit now. You know, I know Pad's doing it back and stuff like that, but I think my first bare knuckle fight was a product, was a compliment to my coach. You know, moving side to side, only coming out with a tiny little cut in the head. You know, when I'm sparring now, I'm making people miss and I'm catching them. You know, I'm really enjoying this career that I'm on, and with the people around me, I think I can go to the very top, the very fucking top. Come on.